Welcome guys. Marius, Mahir, Adura, welcome. And Selim, iyi akşamlar, hoş geldin. Let's wait a bit until some more people join. Hope you guys are good. Can you hear me, Adura? You have voice? Still such a low engagement these days, it's crazy. Starting stream, people join. It used to be way more, usually. No more interest in crypto, for real. Look at this, 3 likes, 14 likes. Used to be some months back. What are you guys doing if you don't want to see crypto anymore? Yeah, blessed Friday, Adura. Hope you are good, brother. Hi, Zasha. Hey, Zasha is always here. Yeah, you are one of our most active members, brother. Actually, team member already. Um, Marius, where are you from, brother? Let's have a bit small talk before we start the stream, the market update. Since we are such a small group, we can do some small talk and each other because the market is so bad. We need to motivate each other, right? We'll all be fine, inshallah. Everything will be good. We had the worst downtrend in the past month and weeks. So if you survive this somehow, guys, it can really not be much worse, you know? So we will get a sideways phase and then hopefully again green days. I mean, this was already carnage here. It was already too much. People left crypto. Nobody wants to spend time in crypto anymore. Oh, Norway. Norway, yeah, but it's a nice place, brother, in general. Nice nature, green. Similar to like Sweden, right? Similar. You have mountains, nice air, fresh air. Weather, I know it's frustrating with rain now in winter, but usually in summer it's nice. And today we had a sunny day in Germany, the first sunny day. It was good. Yeah, nature, beautiful, and girls. Brother, you have in Norway girls who are like 180 in height. Bro, they're tall, really tall. Like I'm 182 in meters, 182, like 183. If I have a girl who's also 180, brother, it feels like I don't know. It feels I think they're all tall, right? In Norway and so on. You have really tall people. By the way, in Netherlands too, also tall people in Netherlands. The man is here all tall as well. Personally, I'm 190. Yes, yes, that's what I mean. You people are tall in general. So I'm 182, brother. As I said, if I have a lady 180, I already feel like small, brother. Honestly, I mean, it feels good. I had some girlfriends when I was not married. I had some girlfriends, same age as me. It feels good to be honest when you walk around with them. Like, yeah, it's nice. But 180 is high for a girl, even in Norway too. So yeah, 180 is really high. It's model height, bro. For a girl, 170 is perfect. Like 170 is, yeah, ideal in my opinion. Welcome, Yeeth. Jay Eve. Where are you from, Jay Eve? UK? Oh, okay, nice. We are today a small group. We have only 5 people in the stream for some reason. Although I tweeted on X, that's why we are having some small talk before we start the market update. Man, people have no more interest in crypto. It's crazy. It's Friday evening. We are doing a free stream, brother, and nobody joins. What the fuck? Where's it? I don't know. Even no interest from X. Hmm. Something needs to happen, bro. Really. This is crazy. Know how to increase that again, but I don't want to clickbait, content like some do. It's not my type to post things like that. Like, look at how we trade. We trade like this. We trade. I hate things like that. It's LARPing. I don't want to do that. So I'm just sharing regular stuff. If people don't want to engage, it's not. Yeah. I think it will be better though once we have some green days again and people have a bit more trust in crypto again. It should be better, inshallah. If you go Norway anytime, tag me on X and I will help you with some tips. Thank you, Marius. Thank you. I have too many places on my list before that, but maybe when I'm a bit older, maybe. But I have really so many places on my list where I want to go, like in Asia, in China, and so on. But the problem is, I'm a Turkish, who grew up in Germany, so in Europe. And when you're not grown up in your own country, the problem is that in holiday season, you usually go to your country. So for me, that is Turkey. That's the problem that we people have who are grown up in other places, own country. We always have to do the holiday in our country. That's why I can travel the world like a normal people who's living in his own country. What he can do is he can travel everywhere, but I usually go to my country because I have some relatives there and so on. Istanbul, brother. I was born in Istanbul and came to Germany when I was like 3 months old as a baby because my father was already here, my grandparents. My father married my mother in Istanbul, so my mother was living there. And yeah, I still have relatives in Istanbul, like my aunts and my uncles. I visit them each time when I go. Mm-mm-mm. Deutschland and near Düsseldorf. I was living in Düsseldorf, bro, until I got married. When I got married, I moved to Duisburg. Duisburg. It's all in West Germany, in NRW, NRW, North Rhine-Westphalia. Yeah, Duisburg is a place where many Turkish people live, by the way. We are like small Istanbul, they call it here, little Turkey. West Germany is also, in my opinion, best place. It's also close to Netherlands and so on. It's good, yeah. Okay, we have some more people. Omar, welcome, brother. Welcome, Jeff. And Biku and Danilo. Danilo is Italian, I think. It's an Italian name. Hey, everyone. Okay, since we are now almost 10 people, 11, we can start with the update, market update, right? Yes, I think you can see my chart. This is the 4 hour time frame here. And I shared on X when the price was here at 68, sorry, 68. I shared that I want to buy here um, at the Fibonacci 0.75 retracement. Let me make it a bit more visible. here, guys, because that is also in confluence with the demand zone here on the H4 time frame, from where the major pump originated from. It was initiated from here. So this demand zone on the H4, this one broke this supply zone on the H4. This bearish engulfing supply zone was broken here. So this was the strong move where the shorts got stopped. So that's why I was interested in buying here. And price almost came to there, right? But currently holding on the 0.618 retracement Fibonacci. All right. I still want to buy here, by the way, at mid 64. But let's look in the smaller time frame if we still get it or not. Currently, the price is in the demand zone. In the demand zone above this, which I am interested in. Because above it is another demand zone here. This also led to a higher high, this demand zone. That's why the price is currently showing reaction here and holding. Okay. But I am going to wait until it comes down to mid 64, guys. Or I will FOMO buy when it reclaims this level. I will show you why. So when price came down to here, let's zoom in a bit and go into the 5-minute time frame. This was an accumulation pattern here. So we had one low, that low got swept and then retested. The price formed a 3-tap setup here, 3-tap pattern, right? Sasha, you can see this, right? 3-tap pattern formed here. This is probably where many people, also the experienced traders, the price action traders also probably bought here. I would have also bought there if I was actively trading, to be honest. I had bought here and then I had probably closed the trade at break even when I saw that it doesn't work. Then it came down. Now this level is, well, I think, where it gets rejected. And as you can see, it got rejected and now getting rejected again. So as long as price does not go above there, that level, above 65, 700, 64, mid 64 down to 64 demand zone, guys. And if you go above that, and find acceptance above that, I will FOMO buy Bitcoin and use a stop. Not below here, but still below this demand zone here. Because if I had used it here, it would not be an invalidation. It would not be an invalidation for the long, okay? Although it could be used below that, you could get away with it, but honestly, it's not like invalidation. It can still go down, and yeah, that's why this is more reasonable. But as I said, if you wait for 64, mid 64, you would get a much higher reward trade. And yes, below 63.4, the stop is better, much better. So if you wait for an entry like this, mid 64, you would get a really nice setup on a must hold level. And this is my plan, guys. And if I long here right now, it would be half size and still a 3R trade, half size from here. And then I would add 1R when we go down to mid 64. Then I would add 1.5 risk, 1.5R risk in the trade. So I'm not risking much here, guys. Not even 2R, okay? Because no guarantee that we bounce here. This is a must hold level, but if we do not hold here, then we probably go lower to fill this week. But I am leaning personally, I'm optimistic. I think good chances to bounce here, guys. Because altcoins also pulled back nicely. 65 must hold. But 65 already got swept, right? It was your plan to buy the sweep of 65, if you remember, Sasha, when we were somewhere here and it swept that. And it already did not hold. 65 did not hold. So what? How should it be a must hold level right now? Okay. The reason I'm saying that here this is a must hold level is because it's a pullback, brother, really down to the Fibonacci 0.75. If this is only a pullback from this up move, then it should bounce here, brother. Otherwise, it can go down to this low again, and then probably after some reaction there, because many people would buy then, I think it could also fill the wick. And also USDT dominance, as we had discussed recently, it's still looking strong, like it could go to the highs, in my opinion. Sweep the high. I mean, go up to the high. And that would be obviously when Bitcoin sweeps the major low at 60K, Sasha. So this is why I think if we do not bounce here with Bitcoin, then we likely go down to 60K, bro. I mean, we can get some bounces in between, but short-lived bounces. So that's why I say I'm not risking much here. So it would be good if we bounce here. Good chances. Some altcoins also look good. I think my hype entry, at least some of it got filled here. I had at 27. As you know, this is the trade that I shared. Some of it got filled, like 25%. I have bits, stacked bits down to the low. And yeah, some altcoins look like this, bullish like this. One moment. Yeah, no, this doesn't look good like this. One moment. Let's make it reverse. Yeah, someone asked me about hype in the last stream, and I said it can also go up with Bitcoin and then get rejected at 29 to come down again. If you guys remember, Tuesday I said that, and it did exactly that. It went up and got rejected. It must also, just like Bitcoin, either hold here or all this was just a scam pump and we retest the major low. Guys, I still would not risk much here. Normal, like usual, 1 hour and so on, like regular trading, but not like, oh, this is the bottom where I must invest everything. No, guys, chill. Let's wait. We still have some sideways. Even if we go up here, probably we still have more sideways. Even if you go up here, we probably go sideways after that. So no need to go all in or okay. You know what I mean? Do not FOMO like that. Yes, one bit filled. Same for me, Sasha. Unusual activity detected and earn elite. Yes, a lot of people joined because of my tweet. That's normal. It's not unusual. It's normal. But Muro, USDTD is getting rejected from the 618 level. Don't you think this is the right time to long? Good question. Good question. This is what the brother means. This is what Jeff means. USDT. Brother, we have to also consider that this asset, this is not an asset. not a coin, or you know what I mean? This is an index. Yeah, from the USDT theta dominance in the market. But for some reason, these charts, just like the Bitcoin dominance as well, they move like assets. They move similarly. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing in TA. Everything basically, also these indexes like dominance and so on, they also move like they would be like assets. All right. Jeff is saying that it's getting rejected here. I think it's early to say, brother. Yeah, it's getting rejected at this potentially resistance. And I am longing, as I said, I am longing. So I think it is the right time to long. I'm only saying, brother, that we have a bit more sideways and we should not risk, still not risk too much. And if you risk much, then in a way that you can scale out like at break even without, getting liquidated. Do not risk too much because it can still, Jeff, it can still go up. Even if it comes down here, it could still go up. This can happen. This is what I long Bitcoin, Jeff. We are currently buying it. Also, we bought Hype a little bit. And yes, I think, hope I answered your question. I think we are getting rejected here. You are right. But after that, can still go to the side, brother. And because we don't know that, I'm saying don't risk everything right now. Manage risk. Because if we do, then we get a better entry and we can risk a bit more and so on. I think it's because of my risk management mindset. I was always like this, you know. Sometimes I risk more, and then I'm usually not lucky. Then I'm usually not lucky and lose more than it was necessary, and then I have to catch some good trades to recover that. It's not needed. You can stick with 1 hour, 2 hour risk and be profitable, actually, you know. Except if you make more monthly profit than you usually, like if you have a 10-hour goal for a month and you make 20-hour profit, then you can risk a bit more. With the additional 10-hour that you made, you can take more risky trades and risk more. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case for me at the moment because I didn't trade much recently since I got a new baby. Today they called me from school. My son had a little accident, my 7-year-old. He injured his hand, but it's all okay. I had to go to hospital. They checked, nothing broken, just a bit damaged, but all good. Thanks God. All right, guys, let me know some coins. What you want me to. Adura, you are recording. I think if Adura is here, he can. Yeah, he's probably recording. Let me then. I go smoke a cigarette, guys. With my laptop. Let's smoke a cigarette. I've been fasting all day. Thank you, Adura. Solana. You guys want Solana? Okay. RAS, LTC, Solana. raining. My display getting wet. Okay, sorry guys. Thank you for waiting. Yes, Solana is forming some type of accumulation pattern here. But for me, still looking a bit early. As you see, I have drawn that one level lower, 48 level. That is possible in case Bitcoin retests the major low at 60K, slightly below 60K. This is possible in my opinion. But now with Bitcoin potentially at a support level, major coins like Ethereum and Solana also should bounce with it. And that's why I think, guys, if you are not buying Bitcoin or Ethereum, if you are interested in Solana, for me personally, it makes no difference because major coins, as I said, they will follow Bitcoin. And this one should then also bounce from here after sweeping these current lows. These will likely get swept. I mean, very likely. So it should wick down here, then bounce. Here at 81. Okay. I would not use a too tight stop, but wait. This is the level where the price pushed. So here, short stopped here. This is where the short squeeze happened. So I would not use this stop above this here, guys, because it can wick down to there where the move originated from. Okay, that's why a stop below 78 makes more sense. Then obviously we are targeting the highs for a retest. And what I usually do is I target a level like this. Not the highest level like here, but you know, the level where most of the price action took place, which is here around 89. And by that time, this MA will also come lower a bit, because when the time passes, when some days pass, this will come down like this, right? And by that time, if the market bounces like this, like I said, with Bitcoin, they come up to that level. Yeah. This is a optimistic scenario now for Solana if Bitcoin bounces here. Otherwise, also, as I said, it also, if Bitcoin does not hold here, then it should also fill that wick there, and depending on Bitcoin, it can come down to the lower level. One moment. So yeah, guys, those who asked for Solana, I see potentially a scalp trade here. Not more, not less. Entry is 81, stop is 78, okay? Yeah, then 89 is the target. Must hold level, like it should hold here if it's bullish. By the way, this is also not an invalidation. Why do I mention that? Because Look, you have to use a stop, right? Somewhere. But your stop is not always an invalidation. It can still, guys, it can come down to this low and still bounce. It's not impossible. That can still happen. But if you use a stop, a reasonable stop for that, if you want a stop that is an invalidation, then it's a wide stop, 7%. You cannot use a 10x leverage. Uh, yeah, and it's also not a high reward trade, except if you wait for the price to come down to there. If you want to long here, stop that can be used is, as I said, below 78 on this must hold level, Fibonacci 0.75 probably. Yeah, below that. Hope it's clear. Hi Malik. Hope you are good, bro. You're welcome, Jeff. What do you think? Makes sense what I said about Solana and about the stop? Actually, this is not really an invalidation. It can still go lower and then go up. Same also counts for hype. That's why for hype, usually I would use a tighter stop for hype, guys. I would use it right below these highs here, you know, because it should bounce here actually. Maybe sweep these lows here and then bounce here. So I could use a stop like this on hype and get away with it. The problem is that this is not an invalidation. It is not. It can come to the lows here to retest the lows. That's why I use it like this. This is a reasonable stop. And if it goes down and sweep the lows, honestly, then I would say it probably goes lower than with Bitcoin as well. Then it probably goes lower. Although you cannot guarantee, you cannot say that after a sweep it could still bounce. Then we would have to re-evaluate, use a stop below that, and so on. This can also happen, we cannot rule out. But if you wait for this level, then you might miss the trade. That is the problem. If you wait for this level and it bounces here, then you would miss out. You know, there's always pros and cons in trading, and you have to choose according to probabilities. So we are now betting on a bounce here together with Bitcoin, and this is the most reasonable setup for me personally. So it can wick down to here, but it should bounce then. No, maybe if you want to be more safe, put it below 25. Less reward, but then after a sweep, it should be safe from a sweep as well. Yes, I'm good too, brother. Thanks God, I am good. Cannot complain. The vibes at the moment they are a bit depressive. Well, worldwide, I think it's apocalypse vibes. Especially you have winter in winter countries with the current global economics and situation in the world, everything that's going on. Uh, yeah, depressive vibes, right? I think for many of you, especially those who live in Europe, know what I mean. But other than that, I'm trying to really enjoy the small moments, everything in life. Like when it's a sunny day, I try to enjoy that. When like the child is smiling, you know, I'm enjoying each moment, guys. That's what you should do. That's life about staying positive and be grateful for every good moment that we have. You know, it's difficult sometimes in life. We have phases that are difficult. Don't know if you will be able to provide for your family, and you are scared, maybe, you have all those thoughts. But usually in phases like that, when you are in difficult phases, usually it's like a button. Guys, I don't know. It's, in other words, it's like a button and it gets better. Life is that, ups and downs. So if you know everything gets over, and this is just life, guys. And it's not about money, guys. Yes, money makes some problems less and easier, but you also have problems when you have money. It's not like they solve all your problems. You still have health issues and relatives who pass away, or your kids might have some disease. So money does not solve all problems. So if you are healthy and have your family members and so on healthy, guys, be grateful for that. And if you have to work hard, then also be grateful that you have a job at least. Try to stay positive, that you have colleagues at your job who you can talk to, that you are in the same situation. It's life, and not always be negative, like, I hate my job and, I'm still not rich. Guys, the journey is more important on the way to there. Really. Try to enjoy each good moment. And if it's destined for you that you make life changing money, it will happen. Just stick around, do not give up. And inshallah, it will happen. But try to enjoy each moment, guys. Really, that's what I'm doing. I have been through really bad times and also through really good times in life. And I know all of them go away, You get over all of them. Even if you have reached everything and everything is fine, that will be over as well. So everything has an end, guys, such as life. So we will die anyway at some point. So stay positive. It's a cliche thing to say, I know, but yeah, guys, be grateful and it will be fine, okay? Stay negative. Yeah, stay negative. You can do that as well. You can stay negative and fight with everyone. And as a result, yeah, it's interesting to see what happens then when you do that. You will probably lose more. You will lose your friends, your family, and then it can only get better, right? All right. Malik, stop reminding me of that girl, bro. I forgot her brother. That bitch. Fuck that bitch. That scammer bitch. Many like them. There are many like that. You know what happened recently? We have the group Earn Elite, right? And we are on the platform WOP. Guys, like in the past week, when I was traveling, we had customers who bought yearly subscription. And that's usually a nice thing when that happens, right? For us. It's nearly 1K, a yearly subscription. And I was like, oh, nice. Because the last month was not easy. We did not have enough revenue to cover the expenses, honestly, to pay everything. Because to run a server like this also costs money, guys. It has to pay itself. But it was difficult this month. And I was thinking, oh, not good. But then we had a 1K yearly subscription customer. I thought, nice. Next day we had another one. And I thought, okay, cool. And then the next day another one, three. And I thought, what the fuck? This is not normal. So I went into WAP and I checked and I saw that someone was recruiting members for the 50% commission that we have. And then he got another customer. We had 4 customers with yearly subscriptions. Now, listen, guys. Somehow, that guy was recruiting people. I don't know how he did it. Maybe he messaged thousands of people and then he got some customers. But then WOP recognized that, and they messaged me immediately that I have to pay those guys back. And the problem is, with the 50% commission that the scammer got, who recruited the members, and with the tax, I had only like 300 anyway, I think. 300 was for earn a lead, and 500 was for the scammer. I don't know if he would pay that back. I don't know what WOP gonna do. They cannot charge like 1K from me because I had only 300 from that anyway. So I will have to pay that back, I think now. Yeah, so many scammers, guys, everywhere. So I was really happy this month because we had a hard month that we have like yearly subscriptions, but it was scam. It was not real. So sadly. Brother, we have 50% commission. No, the default is not 50%. I made it 50% because I thought you guys can earn with us, fair commission. If you bring your friend here, you will get 50%. But now I have seen, Malik, that it's not fair actually because we pay the tax and the WOP fee. So the guy who got the member, who referred the member, got 500, and we got only even less than 300. So it's actually not fair. So I will reduce that to 40%, I think. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, brother. Yeah, it was a difficult month this recently, guys. The group, I know we are charging, but the group also costs money, guys. We have to pay traders. They are all doing a job actually, sharing content and doing work. We have to pay the analysts who track the trades and so on. And there is a certain expenses, and that has to be covered with the member fee. And I tell you honestly, this month that's not happening. So I probably have to pay from my own pocket. Yeah, but I know the market is bad, down, and all platforms suffer, guys. Not only we. I know many are suffering, even exchanges and so on. Yeah, Malik, Size Prop, they just launched version 2, and we made a section for them. They will join, one of their admins will join here and then explain everything if you have questions. Personally, I didn't start trading yet, Malik, on Size Prop. I have to start with that. As you know, brother Ramadan, it was a bit busy, but next week, inshallah, I will check the platform and start the challenge. And then let's run some challenges, please, in the trading section. Yeah? Okay, inshallah, brother, inshallah. If you can't wait like that, well, really nice to run a challenge, and that can bring new members interest. Interesting. Yes, we will change it at the end of this month. We'll do that, and that is a good idea. Also, I think a 1K to 10K challenge is also needed, and I think EXO will do one, as he has a high success rate, win rate. EXO will do that, inshallah. And I will do that as well at a later point. Yes, always. EXO actually always had a high win rate, really. Just last month he was not very active, but usually he has a really high win rate. He's not taking many trades. But yes, Wave is nailing it this month. Really, I'm grateful that you guys are here and helping me out in this phase where I was not active. Thank you always, brother. Thank you all for the support and that you helped me to run this while I was inactive because of, yeah, you know the reasons. But I am back now. Brother, yeah, Wave absolutely nailed it, really. Crazy. And also he's sharing like high reward trades. This is crazy like this. I think Oasis and I, for example, do not share trades like this. Look how crazy. Such a tight stop. I would have not used the tight stop like this, for example, but he's doing it and he's getting away with it. Really nice. Yeah, same always. 4 5 hour maximum. At the moment, it's difficult, right, to even make 10 hour. Mhm. Okay, fam, I think we covered Bitcoin and hype. This is the hype setup. We got some filled. I want to buy a bit more towards the lows, 26. This is, as I said, a must hold level here, mid 64. As I said, it can bounce here as well. If it flips this 65.7 level, then we would have to FOMO buy. But until then, I'm looking here for mid 64 for Bitcoin long. I think this is a must hold level, otherwise, probably lower. That's the plan. What do you think, always? Same thoughts? Here, must hold level on this H4 demand zone, brother. It's also a daily demand zone, yeah. Should bounce here, in my opinion. Otherwise, it probably fills the wick here down to 60K. If we not bounce here, to be honest. Hmm. Yeah, right. Nice confluence then. Yeah, perfect. Same. It's the same level. Must hold level, right? If we break it, probably lower. Exactly what I say, bro. Exactly. Look here always. USDT dominance. I don't know if you had seen this. I had shared this on X. Probably also, if that happens, if Bitcoin goes lower, below 60K, yeah, this is USDT dominance. The optimistic scenario. This would be nice, right? If that happens. Bitcoin, bro. I didn't think about it yet, bro. I didn't spend thoughts on that, to be honest. But just from looking here, yeah, the lows here, brother. Here is where we have to start looking for accumulation patterns then. Here, obviously here. So we will have to look for the accumulation patterns at these levels if we go down and then decide. All right, guys, thanks for joining. Anything else you want to check? Any chart, guys? TC, sorry, bro, I forgot it. LTC. Last time in the last stream, someone asked LTC as well, and it's obviously closer to the bottom. Yeah, it's potentially also close to bottom here. One moment. I remember we had drawn a line like this on this one and it broke down below that. It was trending actually, but then it broke down. And the major bottom is here. Sadly, it's 50% below the price. For a trade, like for a normal trade, brother, this will probably follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin bounces here, it will also go up to retest the H4 EMA 200 if Bitcoin bounces. Otherwise, or after this retest here, because if Bitcoin bounces, we still can go down. So it does not mean like if Bitcoin bounces here and goes to retest the high, it does not mean it's over and we are in a bull market. It can still go down. Are you holding a spot Litecoin and asking because of that, or are you looking for a trade? Trades, if I may ask, because looking for a trade, then I think it's no difference to Bitcoin. I don't see any reversal happening here. It's looking like it will sweep these lows currently. And then in case Bitcoin goes down to 64, mid 64, this will likely come down to here, 53 at least. And then it will depend on Bitcoin, if Bitcoin holds, you know. So if you are looking for a trade, I suggest 53 level together with Bitcoin. You can check that the level of interest that we have for Bitcoin around 64. Then this should also bounce with it, bro. One moment, like here, like this. Consolidate here a bit and then break out. So 53 down to maybe not that tight, but 51. This should be a reasonable stop. Although it's still not an invalidation. Invalidation would be here, bro. But yeah, 51, mid 51. This would be a reasonable trade for Litecoin. Looking for a trade. I'm not holding any. This is it, which I cannot see now. Yes, you are right. There is currently no signs of reversal on Litecoin. That's correct. There is no signs yet. And if we come down to here, rather, we may see an accumulation pattern. And then, yes, it can break out here and then retest the high. So that would be a trade that I would take then. As I said, 53 down to mid 51, I would check that level. But 53, yes, this is where probably reaction happens. Smaller time frame, check the small time frame H1 and 50-minute time frame. Then you will see a pattern like this, brother. Like a low, then another low, And then you buy here at the lows. So you buy somewhere here. Then it should go up. Just be careful. It can still wick and sweep. You know these things, right? So buy as close as possible to the lows. When it does that pattern here, and then you can use a stop below that and then take a trade to retest the highs. İyi akşamlar Koala. Hope you are good, bro. You guys have watched any good movie recently? I think I want to watch a movie tonight, guys. I haven't watched a movie in a while, a good movie. PM, hopefully, bro. Primal Fear? What's that? Is that a horror movie, bro? I don't like horror movies or survival movies. Or things like that. Disgusting, bro. Alman dizisi mi izliyorsun? Night Agent. Night Agent, I watched the first season. It was okay. It was which series are you watching, Koala? 4 Blocks, maybe? That's the only good one. German production that I know. Four blocks. Yes, Night Agent is good. Hmm. I like science fiction, yeah, guys. Like Expanse or Endor. Endor was really nice from the Star Wars franchise. Endor was nice. For series like Night Agent, I liked Alex Cross on Prime. Yes, brother, Black Mirror is a classic. Of course, I watched it 10 years ago, and also each new season we watched it. It's a classic, like Breaking Bad. It's a must watch. So, of course, I watched it. Alex Cross was like Night Agent as well, but with a black actor. The actor is black. Also, only watched the first season. Second one is not finished, I think. It's already out, but not finished, not full. Blacklist? Blacklist. I remember that name, brother, but I don't know now. I will check it. Have you guys watched Pluribus on Apple TV? Pluribus, like this. Can rec- it's a short series, like 9 episodes. It's good, but I don't have time for series. I want a movie, only one movie, one watch, because I have a lot of and only can watch one movie, guys. That's it. Sasha, you watched it? You liked, bro? Be honest. Because some people do not like science fiction, and if you don't like science fiction, yeah, yeah, Pluribus is science fiction. It's from the same director who made Breaking Bad, and the lawyer, the series with the lawyer, Saul, Better Call Saul. Yes, it was a bit slow sometimes, Pluribus, but that's the style of the director. That's his own design, his style. That it's sometimes it's boring, but Severance. Yeah, yeah, I know that. I have seen it on Apple TV, but not watched it fully, brother. I didn't. Yeah, it didn't catch me. Severance. Watched some episode, but when a series does not catch you, you lose interest. Yeah, it was like that. Hey, brother, Mercy. Boy, yeah, Koala, Narcos was good times, right? I have also missed series like that, bro. Narcos was really amazing. I watched that with my wife. Even she liked it. So those of you who like science fiction and have not watched The Expanse on Prime, really, that's probably the best science fiction with space, in the space series of the past decades. The Expanse, I can recommend. Yeah, brother, The Expanse. Expanse. Especially the first 3 seasons, bro. It's really amazing, a good watch. Adura Foundation is also good. Really, it's a good one, but the Expanse is better because it's more realistic. Expanse is actually realistic, but Foundation is also good. Yes, I sadly watched it already. I watched all the good ones. But I think there is a movie coming out, a good one. It's called, I'm typing it right now. It's coming to the cinemas. Good. Have fun. Good luck, have fun, don't die. My friend recommended me. He said I should go to cinema for this one. I think it's already in pirate websites. You can watch it in English. I think cinema recording. He watched it like that, but he said he regrets that I should go to cinema. He think for the movie. Nefarious, Nefarious, on Prime. Okay, brother. Thank you, bro. Where are you from? Actually, Pumps from Mexico, somewhere South America, I think, right? You Mexico, yeah. Okay, we have someone from Mexico here, guys. He's original Narcos, brother. We have original Narcos here. Brother, do you have a cocaine? A lot of cocaine there in Mexico? Probably you have good cocaine, like 97%, right? Clean, I mean, pure cocaine. Because the cocaine in Europe is usually like 60%, maybe 70% if you get good ones. Motherfuckers always stretching it, you know? I mean, I stopped it actually, but I remember when we had good cocaine, it was 70% or so, but you have really pure cocaine there, man. It's crazy. HH 97. Whoa. Honestly, bro, I want to try like that one time. Pure cocaine. Really, like that. 97. I would try that. I would like to try. So if I come to Mexico, I don't want to get arrested if I ask the wrong people. Autos. Look. Yeah, yeah, same for me, brother. I used to like it too, but it brings more damage than benefits. And if something brings more damage than benefit, then it's better to stop it. Just like alcohol, you know, it also has some benefits, alcohol. It's not purely bad, but the yeah, the damage is bigger than the benefit, so it's better to stop it. Yeah, bro, I will. Good, good, brother. You have responsibility, that's good. Good father. It should be like that. That's how it should be. I have some friends who did not do that, who did not take the responsibility after they got a family, and they lost everything, bro. They didn't stop cocaine, they didn't stop hookers, bitches. Then they lost their families, their wife left them, and they basically lost everything. So I have some friends like that, sad stories. So it's good, brother, to stop all the bad shit, all the negative shit, and take care of your family. That's much better. You will find peace like that, and also try to find also a relation to God. That's also important. Relation to God. Be spiritual, because without that you can also not be purely happy and with purpose in life. Because family and so is nice, yes, but it's not the purpose. It's not fully the purpose. The purpose in life you only find when you have a relationship with God, the creator who created everything. He's certainly real. I mean, it's no doubt about that. Okay, guys, let's end the stream like this. I wish you all a good evening, good night. Thank you for all the recommendations and for joining. Love you guys. Take care. Good night, fam. Yes. Stay negative. Okay, good night. Good night. Danilo is typing the Italiano. Danilo, you from Italian? Brazil? Danilo. I'm also 20% Italian. I found out recently I'm 20% Italian. I didn't know. Like my grandfather was like Italian. Okay, Danilo. So you're like Latino. All right. Good, good. Tamam. İyi akşamlar. Good night, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye.